Physical challenges could be limiting, but don't let that stop you. I'm the Body Smith. Stay tuned for some inspiration.
Work it, 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 work it.
Maintaining your fitness requires considerable effort. Those dealing with physical limitations face additional challenges. Each of my guests today deals with conditions that could be discouraging, but it hasn't stopped them yet. On my one side is Larry, who's been using a wheelchair since having a motorcycle accident back in the 80s. Behind me is Lori, who was diagnosed in 2005 with multiple sclerosis and continues to teach fitness classes. And on my other side is Joyce, who turned 80 years old, and though she has osteoporosis, she teaches line dancing classes several days a week. Exercise and a positive outlook do make a difference. Let this adaptable, do-what-you-can workout inspire you to achieve your optimal fitness level, regardless of any challenges that come into your life. Shall we do it? All right, come on in here, let's march it out. And I should also mention that Larry, I call him Larry Jr. because he's younger than I am by a year or two. He uses what is called a paramill, which is an introduction he actually came up with himself. So he'll be warming up with that. And when we do things with the lower body, he will be using the paramill. All right, legs apart and reach up and down and reach and down and reach and down. I think that's pretty cool. It's a treadmill for people to work out with inside that use wheelchairs. Hopefully, we'll be seeing those in gyms in the very near future. 4 more, and 3. Anybody know how to move like Jagger? Now reach up, alternating arms. Reach, reach. Very good. Lori was saying, as we were talking before we got started, that she attributes her exercise as being the reason why this many years after being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, that she still is able to walk and be as active as she is. Now reach across the body, push that arm out. There we go. And I've told all of my participants that they could adapt however they needed to. Now, Larry was saying that there are some things that he will need to adapt because not having use of the legs, sometimes he will tip forward. So we don't want any accidents happening here. Everybody, adapt as you need to. Now, let's take both arms, push it out. And this goes for all of us. You want to keep that core strong. So pulling in the abdominal muscles. Very good. Okay, now swing across the body. And step together. We're just going to warm up, limber up, before we start doing some functional fitness activities that will be very easily, hopefully easily adaptable for any of you in the audience that would like to participate with us. We would like to encourage and inspire you to get some exercise. Now, legs apart, breathe in. Exhale. Now let's reach forward and back. And reach and back. Joyce was also saying, prior to us starting this program, that she has a shoulder issue. It's called frozen shoulder. She does have difficulty reaching over her head. And so she will be showing you how to modify those exercises. Let's give it 4 more. All right, let's come on in, breathe in. And exhale out. You want to get that paramill going? We're going to march it out. Now Larry uses the paramill. It's kind of like his arms and his legs. His arms are his legs. So when we're doing the marching and things like that, he will be using the paramill. All right, very good. 4, 3, everybody lift those knees right here and lift. Lift. Good, let's get a shot of those knee lifts. Good, perfect. So we're not going to do anything real wild with our choreography. We're going to keep it kind of maintained, but definitely something very, very strong. Keep going. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Take the knees to the outside. Pull, pull. Very good. I like this song. 2 of my favorite things. Cake and the ocean. Now lift those heels behind for hamstring curls. I have never, though, eaten cake while in the ocean. Maybe there's a first time for that too. Here's 4, 3, 2, march it out. Okay, why don't we pick up our weights? You want to go back and pick up our weights? See if we look like the Keystone Cops. Are you going to take those big ones, Lori? Oh, you're just making me look like a wimp. Oh, she's, all right, tap it out. I should have brought you the 20-pounders, huh? Okay. And now, you don't have to keep the feet moving, but if it's convenient, you can. So we're going to do some bicep curls. Right here, bring it out to the side, and bring it back. Excellent. Remember, the theme here is adaptation. Do what you can. It's kind of like going to the pizza and salad bar at Izzy's. Take what you want, leave what you don't. You absolutely, if you don't like potato salad, which would be bicep curls, take something else. Let's go for 4 more. 3. And 2. And 1. Okay. Let's get the legs right here in the center. This might be another good paramill exercise right here. We're going to sit back like you're sitting into a chair and then stand up. And also, if you have balance limitations, you want to be kind of careful. I know that Lori was telling me sometimes the balance isn't quite there. So we're going to sit back. Missing in action, she says. I do like the way, though, Lori, you said that you've decided that MS is your speed bump. It's not going to stop you. Occasionally, Lori was telling me that she has things like double vision, where she can't drive. Not in a long time, good. It takes a balance of medication and things like that, and diet and good healthy habits. Okay, let's stand up right here. Let's pull back. And pull. Very good. Squeeze those shoulders together. Excellent. And I see Larry back here is doing the one side. I think both sides would kind of be a little difficult. Pull you forward, and we don't want any somersaults in here. Unplanned somersaults would be kind of contraindicated. One of my favorite exercise words. Pull up. There we go. Let's give it 4 more. And 3, 2. Okay, we're going to use one weight now. So put the other one where you will not fall on it. I know mine's right here, so I'm safe. Okay, bending at the knees. The hips aren't going to move. Elbows in. We're going to move the weight from one side to the other. Very good. Now, what does this do? We're going for core stability and strength. So core stability, what's that? Well, a lot of people think of the core as just your abdominal muscles. But really, the core consists of everything pretty much between the shoulder joints and the hip joints. The lower back, the upper back. Can we take it a little bit higher? Maybe armpit level. So the shoulders are still turning from side to side. Smiles, everyone, smiles. Remember Mr. Rourke from Fantasy Island? And Tattoo? Ah, the plane, the plane. Can you take it at an angle without tipping forward and up almost to the shoulder? Are you at home? I hope you're doing it with us. And I hope you are adapting and doing what you can. That's all we're asking today. It's good for you. Now, switch sides. Take it up high and down low. I'm thinking, though, I haven't tried that paramill yet. I think that might kind of kick my backside if I were to try that. All right, one more. Okay, for now, let's put the pick up the other weight. This is one Joyce can show you a modification for. We're going to pull upward to the shoulders and down. Pull up and down. There will be one additional option. Yeah, that's a good one with it. We can squat with it. Down. But there is another part to this coming up that Joyce will be able to show you a modification. So let's stay down here in the squat, hold it here, lift to the shoulder. Show us, Joyce, what are you gonna do here? Lift to the shoulder. There we go, that's a good one. Very good. Right overhead. Now this one, it's like I am putting my luggage into the overhead compartment, carry-on compartment on an airplane. So you want to reach forward, slightly forward. Oh, let's just do two more. My luggage is heavy today. Are you sure you don't want the 10-pounders, Lori? I took them. Okay. Let's put the weights out of the way where you will not step on them. Okay, let's push the heels forward. Get that heart going a little bit. Very, very good. Okay, let's give it 4 more on each side. And then we're going to tap it out to the side. Just tap that heel to the side. Let's go. I'm going to do opposite arms, opposite heels. Things like that, opposites, are things where you might have to stop and do a hesitation and back to the front. Those are good for your balance and maintaining and improving balance. 4 more. 3 and 2, 1. Okay, shall we go pick up the ball? There's a ball back here with your name on it. You got one there? Oh no, we're not going to use the big ones. Not today. They're just there for decoration. Okay, let's take that ball right between the heels of the hands and about armpit level. We're going to press inward. If you get restless and you just have to do something with your lower body, go ahead and do it. It's not required at this point. You're squeezing, squeezing, squeezing tightly. Actually, we do a lot of exercises like this in a senior citizen format class that I teach, and you think of senior citizens as maybe being limited in their ability, not the ones where I teach. They're like Joyce. Joyce, are you a senior citizen yet? I am only a senior citizen when a discount comes with it. When I go to Fred Meyer, I don't ask for the senior discount, I ask for the 55 and over discount. Okay, let's take that ball in one hand, legs apart for balance. Reach across from one side to the other. You want to keep your abdominals in. Lori, do you do this one in your senior classes? Sort of. I should probably let you lead this. Very good. So this is good as you open and close your shoulder blades. Very good for the upper back. I feel also some work in the lower back, the arms, of course. One more each side. Okay, hold it center. We're going to circle. Big circle. Knees are bent. And as the shoulders turn side to side, you'll also feel some core work. Let's reverse direction. I'm giving mine a little hang time. There's no need to rush. Okay, shall we alternate? Alternate. And Joyce, you could even do it shoulder level or lower if you want to. Adaptation, that's our theme today. It's, what was that old commercial? Burger commercial. Have it your way. All right, we'll do just a few more like this. And release. Okay, now you are going to bowl. So get that arm out there. Turn to the side. Bowl. I like to bend my knee on this one. Step forward and back. Oh, Lori, you're the superstar here. Now, circle back. Circle. Very good. That same arm forward and back. Push, pull, push, pull. A lot of upper body work here. Good job, Larry Jr. Okay, let's bring it down. Bring it side to side. This time we will hold the tempo. And we're going to do the other side. Getting ready to go bowling. Ready? Let's go. Bowl. Are you supposed to hit between the 1 and 2 or the 1 and 3 pin? I always, when I went bowling, I'd get it wrong. They called it the Brooklyn strike. Now, the other, a roll back, circle back, circle back. I always wondered why they called it Brooklyn. Is Brooklyn the wrong side of the tracks? Good. All right, let's take it here. Reach forward, pull back. Full extension. All right, we're getting towards the end. Let's bring it center. We're going side, side. A lot of core work today. Here's 4 more. 3, 2. What do you say we put that ball away? Okay. It can go anywhere. We don't have to be formal. Shall we pick up the weights? Let's do some more weights. They're arguing over the spots. Okay, got your weights? Get a drink of water anytime you need to. You don't have to wait for me to say so. I'm kind of a camel. Okay, just keep those legs moving just a little bit. It's starting to cool down. Now raise the arms out to the side. Raise. This is a lateral raise. I can tell with that paramill back there. That's a lot of arm work. If you use something like that, you probably won't even need to lift weights. Oh, I love it. I like this song. It's peppy, it's upbeat. How you doing, Joyce? How are your shoulders? Okay, let's do one more. All right. I'm going to step forward with one leg, back with the other. I'm going to pull upward. Like I'm reaching down, I'm pulling up my knee socks. Or my hip waders. Or my fishnet stockings. I've actually never had on a pair of fishnet stockings. How about you two? Joyce said yes. She's costume. I thought you were teaching your line dance class in hip waders. Okay, alternate 'em. Pull, pull. I don't care. Very good. Just a few more. 4 more. 3 and 2. Let's do some hammer biceps. Step up. Joyce, we were doing those before. Bring it up to the shoulder, the blunt part of the weight. So this has been a groundbreaking program. Joyce, even though she's been on this show every year since 1987, this is the first time she's been on it as an octogenarian. So she is our first 80-year-old on the program. Larry is the first person that uses a wheelchair to ever participate with us. And although Lori has been with me several times, she was our first person with an MS diagnosis. All right, let's put those weights down and out of the way. And each of these people is here to show you that you don't have to give in to limitations. You can still be active. You can still be fit. All right, breathe in. I have to tell a little story about Larry Jr. back here, though. When we were looking at his Paramill for the first time, we asked him, how often do you use it? And he said, not as often as I should. I told on you. Okay, breathe in again. Take the arms forward, pull the shoulder blades apart. It's really typical. I have a treadmill in my basement. Actually, I had an original one. I've lived in that house for 20 years. I think I've used it twice, the original one. Bring it back, push up, roll the shoulders back. But it has been my exercise inspiration. I make a deal with myself. Either I walk on the treadmill or I have to go do something else. Something else wins every single time. Now take one arm up. Whether it's working out in a gym, you're going to touch to the shoulder blade. Bring it back, or go ride my bicycle, or take a long brisk walk. The treadmill loses every time, even when it's raining. Because for me, the treadmill is not as exciting as being outdoors. Okay, now the other side. But the beauty about the Paramill is that if you use a wheelchair, you have the option of indoor exercise. Just put on a video or bring something to read. The time will go a lot faster. All right. Let's take the legs apart, hands above the knees. You're going to tighten the abdominals and press the lower back toward the ceiling. All right. Take the legs a little farther apart, the knees over the ankle. And the other side. And we're getting ready to sign off. We're about done with our workout. Thank you to all these inspirational people for being here with me. And we hope to see you next time on the Body Smith Workout. Hi, I'm the Body Smith, and I'm here with Larry, who has invented the paramill here. And when did you come up with this idea?
30 years ago, I was in a motorcycle accident, cross-country desert racing. There's just no way in the world to really stay in shape consistently, even when you think you're the strongest man in the whole wide world. Eventually you're gonna get lazy in a wheelchair and you just don't do what you're supposed to because it's cold outside, it's raining outside, it's too hot, there's dogs, there's cars, there's just no place to go, especially when you live out in the farm in the country. So one day I was in the DEQ test center, my car was on the roller going like crazy. I thought, that's it. So I thought I can build a wheelchair treadmill with the same principle of wheels on rollers hooked to a monitor, and I can just take this machine wherever it needs to be. It can be indoors, climate controlled, because people with spinal cord injuries from the break down don't sweat. And so we overheat really easy. You're outside and you start exercising, and it's like a car with no water in the radiator. It just doesn't work. So this machine, you roll up into it, clamp into it. I've got a monitor in front of me. I am the motor. There's no motor in the treadmill. I am the motor for the treadmill. I monitor speed, time, distance, pulse, resistance, calories, just like you would in any normal treadmill. I can measure left side, I can measure right side. The wheels are independent of each other. The monitor splits the two sides independent of each other. And so we can now track any person that's even got a disability left to right of progress between session to session, and you can compare yourself from months at a time, or in rehab centers, people with strokes, people with weaknesses on one side. And so it's become more of a functional diagnostic and monitoring tool rather than just a tool for keeping in shape.
Excellent. And you could also, you were telling me you were interested in maybe getting them into health clubs at some point?
Yeah, health clubs, rehab centers, universities, research centers, even the hospital therapy centers where they're just getting people out of bed and getting them going. We've had interest from all of those.
Excellent. Okay, that's great. We'll give you information on how, if you'd like more information about the paramill, you can find out.